defense at all during the bye week?
Yeah, I think the first 2 days last week we kind of worked on stuff that we need to get better on fundamental wise, and then started working on Ole Miss a little bit last week. And up front, they're great up front four. They got a lot of quickness, a lot of team speed, and they can make disruptive plays in the backfield. So we'll continue to work on the rest of the week and game plan appropriately. But it's good. Last week we got a little head start on them.
Saban mentioned a couple times the stunts that they run. What's the key in dealing with that for an offensive line?
It's technique, really. I mean, they're trying to get you to kind of lean one way or the other. They want to do a swim move, or hopefully you take the wrong steps. So fundamental wise as offensive line, if you have 2 feet in the ground the entire time, then you'll be fine. But when your steps start getting too long or kind of get out of whack, that's when they want to beat you underneath and make plays in the backfield.
How much tougher is it to go up tempo when you're at an opposing stadium?
I guess we'll find out. I don't know. I don't think it'll be that much more that different. Obviously the communication's got to be critical, especially with being on the road and SEC games, a lot of atmosphere. But I think that's what we're going to work on all week. I think Coach always does a great job of getting crowd noise a couple days before the game, so we can get used to that. So it's just something we'll keep working on all week.
I'm going to guess that the false starts came up a little bit last week.
What was that?
I'm going to guess that the false starts came up a little bit last week.
Yeah. So we're going to have to work on that, obviously. But we've been good, all last week for that. So I think we'll be fine.
How's it for a guy like Dominic Jackson?
At first, you come from a different offense. It's kind of like, I think it was the wing T or something when he was running in JUCO or where he came from before. So it's just kind of a different transition for him. So all summer long, you've been trying to learn the playbook, and then we're working him at right guard right now. He plays tackle too, but he's just a big guy. He's got long arms and he can bend well. Comes off the ball, so he's progressing fine, and he's been in there trying to learn the playbook every day with Coach Christenball.
I know we like to talk about bulletin board material and how much it affects a game. How much does that stuff actually factor into when you guys are preparing for an opponent?
What do you mean?
Like when a guy from another team says something or something like that, you guys hear about it?
I don't know. I mean, Coach Cochran uses it as motivation stuff, but I mean, we don't really say that kind of stuff, so it doesn't bother us. It's not a big deal.
Do y'all still feel like as offensive line, as running backs, if y'all can both run over people when you need to, because a lot of it's been passing against the board?
Yeah. I mean, that's what we want to do. We want to get downhill on guys, and the more that we can run the ball, the more it evens out the passing game. We don't want to be a heavy pass team, but we're going to take advantage of what the looks that we get. So I'm not going to say that we're checking it out to our wide receivers is a bad thing, but we certainly want to run the ball downhill, and we'll see what happens this week.
Any discussion with the offensive line with Lane Kiffin, since his brother is going to be the defensive line coach?
Actually, it's been pretty quiet. Nothing about that actually at all.
I know it might seem kind of obvious, but what makes Derrick Henry so good in the second half of games? Just going against
I mean, he's got the endurance. I mean, the guy can run for days. And defensive guys, when we start going fast in the third and fourth quarter, them getting off the ground, running back there, trying to get lined up. Then you think Derrick Henry's running at you got to tackle him. Do it all over again. That kind of probably just wears down defenders. I can't say for them, but a guy like his stature and his size and his speed, I wouldn't want to do that every time. It would suck.
What do you remember about the times that you've played Ole Miss in their defensive line? What kind of game has it been for the offensive line?
It's been tight. I mean, it's my 4th year now, and I think every game we played them pretty tight. They've always had great up front guys, and they've always come out and given us their best shot. So going into the game knowing that we got to bring our best game, and we have a great week of practice.
Probably more than half this team hasn't been to Ole Miss before, since you guys played them 2 years in a row here. What do you remember about playing?
I've never been there either. I mean, it was my freshman year, I guess, when they traveled there, so I didn't travel. And from what I've heard, it's a loud place, and understanding college game day is going to be there, so it's going to be a loud environment. But we're used to playing in a lot of environments. Anywhere we go, it's going to be loud, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And just get out there to communication this week, and we'll be fine.
I guess it's kind of similar to maybe last year going to A&M, kind of with that huge game atmosphere. I mean, what do you have to kind of withstand kind of an emotional first few minutes on the field?
I mean,
or
yeah,
anything
obviously,
like that?
when you're running out there and everybody's, you're getting 100,000 boos. But that's awesome for us. That's the kind of stuff that you come here for. It's gonna, to go into somebody else's backyard and beat them is great. And, those are the kind of games that you want to come play. But it's not about them. It's about what we do as an offense, and that's gonna be the focus this week.
Last one. From what you saw last week, just how's Blake looking, his shoulder and his demeanor and all that?
He's good. The first couple of days he didn't do much, but I think it was Thursday and Friday he came back out and obviously had cut down reps a little bit, but he didn't show any signs of hurt or anything like that. He was normal to us.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.